his position didn't dictate his perspective. His perspective is what dictated his position. And some of us in this room today really need a perspective change more than we need a position change. More than you need to get out of where you are physically, get out of that relationship that you're in, or that marriage that you're in, or get out of the job that you're in, or get out of the city or state that you're in. Listen, I know the more I say that, the more people it's going to start affecting, because they're, how many people are contemplating or are moving away. I get it, but I'm gonna keep saying it, because even while you're here, God's still got something for you. And so I know God's calling people away, and praise God for that, because man, there are men and women that are being led by the Spirit, and that's all that matters. You got to go and do and be who God's called you to be, and you don't stay for unrighteous reasons, and you don't leave for unrighteous reasons. You leave or you stay because what the Spirit of God is speaking to you, and you're being obedient to that, and praise God for that. But for those that are still here, the few, the proud, for those that are still here, God's not done with you. God's not done with us. And let me say that idea of a perspective change, I'm praying more and more that God does that in me. I'm here, God. So rather than be here and just complain all day long about everything wrong that I see in front of us, use me for your glory to make a difference for your kingdom and love people the way you love people. And if you call me out one day, I will be obedient to that call, just like I was to move from California to here. But in the meantime, use me for your glory. Because there's a lot of Christian complaining parties that I hear happening all day, all week, every month about what sucks about living here. And I get it. There's so many things that I want to see change, and they need to change. By God, I'm praying they do. By God, I hope there's men and women that don't just pray, but they take action steps to help make positive change for our kids, for our school systems, for our crime, for our cities, for all of the stuff that we see that we can't stand or that is impacting us in a negative way. But if we are spending more time and energy pointing it out and complaining about it than we are prayerfully submitted to the Father, going, God, in the meantime, how can I be a part of this solution? My challenge to you is that no matter where you go to get away from the stuff, you will still find yourself unfulfilled. Where you're planted, God, change my perspective for your glory, for your kingdom, to be faithful, to remain faithful to the call, to you, fixing my eyes on not on what is seen, but what is unseen, because what is seen is temporary. This isn't it. But what is unseen is eternal.